From the big house in Monona, Wisconsin, it's Silver Eagle basketball. Tonight, the MG boys take on the Oregon Panthers. Good evening, I'm Steve Martinelli with Monona Community Media, and we bring you a game tonight between 2, 3, and 6 teams, but don't be fooled. These teams both have some good players, and they're going to play it really hard against each other. There's always a good rivalry between MG and Oregon, regardless of the sport, it seems like. Right now, I've got a dislike for the Panthers because they fired one of my favorite conference coaches, John Nadelkoff, a few years ago, but that aside, still going to root for MG over anybody else. Silver Eagles, with their 3-6 record, won their last game versus Fort Atkinson, which, let's not brag, it's Fort Atkinson. They had lost 3. MG lost the previous 3, including one to Whitewater. That was a heartbreaker. That was one they could have won in the last minute of the game and let slip through their fingers. Whitewater, remember, had that 7-foot kid who riddled us for 23 points and 17 rebounds. All in all, though, I thought we played him pretty tough. On the other side of the court, the Oregon Panthers, 3-6 also, but they come in with 4 straight losses. They opened the season with 2 wins, beating Greenfield and Beaver Dam, playing good games, and then they've been, 1-6 since then. They lost Tuesday night against Marshall. They lost to Stoughton in a tight one. They got blown out by Edgewood and Monroe. They've had a tough time of it lately, and they're going to have their hands full tonight against a Silver Eagle team that I think is playing pretty well. Of course, the Silver Eagles led in scoring by their 3-headed guard monster, Lance Nelson, Jacob Munns, and Trey Loken. Lance averaging 16 a game, the other two both about 9. They're going to be a good matchup because the 2 top scorers for the Panthers are also guards. Eric Victorson is scoring almost 18 points a game. He takes a lot of shots to do it, though, so the idea with him is to force him into some off-balance shooting. And then Ryan Panzer, just a sophomore, is averaging 12 points a game. He's a tough one, too. And they've got some decent rebounders. But if you want to talk rebounding, let's talk about Connor Bracken. 12 rebounds a game, and he's throwing in 7 points a game, but 12 rebounds in a conference where he's generally smaller than the guy he's matched up against. He's having a great season. And then Nelson and Munns are the second leading rebounders on the team. Kevin Nett also pitching in. Kevin's had a nice season. Not scoring a ton of points, but he's rebounding and playing defense well. It ought to be interesting tonight. Oregon lost a couple of really good players last year. They're all conference guard. Ethan Victorson, what's his name's older brother, Eric's older brother. He was an outstanding player. I got to see him a couple times in his career, and he was just a whirlwind on the floor. Last year he averaged 16 a game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. And they also lost Nolan Look. Look, you may remember better from football. He was an honorable mention all-conference basketball player. 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. 10 assists is hard to get in one game, much less averaging 10 assists. These 2 teams played last year in regionals. First game of the playoffs for these 2, and the Silver Eagles down at Oregon took it to the Panthers, beat them 51-48. Some last-second heroics, and Oregon couldn't quite pull it out. I remember that one because the Victorson boys were really upset with themselves. Between the 2 of them, they scored 39 of Oregon's 48 points. But basketball is a 5-man game, and of course the Silver Eagles had Caden Nelson, Sam Hepp, Henry Houston. Who else had a good game there? Kyle Nett scored 8 points in that game. So the Silver Eagles a lot more depth last year, and it showed when they played the Panthers. This year, though, it's a brand new year, brand new teams, brand new kids on the rosters, and we'll see how they do. Like I mentioned, both teams 3-6, both looking for that key to get themselves into the upper echelon of the Badger South Conference. Last year, these 2 teams were 1-2 in the Badger South. MG, of course, winning it with 11-3 conference record. Oregon finishing right behind them, 10-4, tying them with Stoughton for second place. This year, a little more of a struggle. MG's in third place in conference with 3-2. They could still pull ahead and win this one. Oregon's fighting at the 1-4 in conference, keeping their head above water barely, and just ahead of Fort Atkinson. Again, let's not pick on Fort Atkinson, but boy, they're on the path this year for both boys and girls to lose 20 games. I've got some equipment issue on the floor here. The basket to my left, Will Schreiner, the athletic director, is out there with, I believe that's the principal, on a stepladder checking the bracket on the rim. Hopefully that won't delay our start at all, but the Panthers ready to continue their warm-ups down there while MG fixes this basket issue. Yeah, that is the principal, I believe. Good for him. He's everywhere. All right, Panthers are backing up, giving him a little space. Not sure what the problem is down there. They're not pulling the ladder off out of the way. There seems to be something amiss with, let's see, this would be the south basket. The one closest to the Commons, if you're familiar with the high school at all. Earlier tonight, JV1 lost 62-42. Oregon looking pretty sharp there. I didn't get a chance to catch the final score of the JV2 game, but last time I looked, Oregon was winning that one also. So we're going to hopefully get bragging rights won by our varsity boys. And now we've got one of the custodians out here climbing the ladder to look at things. I don't know if it's a bracket issue or what. They're having all sorts of problems with that basket there. They had the principal up on the ladder a little while ago, whereas Jeff Schreiner can just reach up and fix it, I would think. Jeff holding the distinction of the tallest athletic director ever at Monona Grove. Yeah, the Panthers have left the floor. I believe they've gone for their pregame walk, or talk, I mean walk. Go take a walk across the grounds. They're straightening things out here. Maybe they should play crosswise here. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Well, we're hopefully going to be going here in a little bit. Panthers warm-up time cut short because of this basket issue. We've got one of the custodians and two of the administrators down there looking at it. Now he's got some tools he's working. Must be needing to tighten things. You never want an equipment failure there, you know, where some kid's going to dunk one and pull the basket down on himself. We haven't seen a dunk in a while. Thought we might with that 7-footer, but he wasn't the most airbound of players we've seen. We've got a few teams in here who've got a number of guys who can dunk it. Last year's MG team, for instance, Sam Hipp had numerous dunks. He was a leaper, major hops. All right, they're picking up the ladder. They're not all leaving the floor yet, so we'll see. Maybe we may be underway in just a few minutes here. We've still got, no, they've stopped the clock. They're still giving Oregon 2 more minutes to warm up. Here they come. They were shooting in the other gym where the JV2 game was being played. Now they'll come out and finish their warm-ups here on the floor. So we'll be underway here. MG hosting the Oregon Panthers. We'd like to give our condolences to the Zwart family as their mother passed away last weekend. Mrs. Zwart had 3 basketball sons playing here at once at MG, and our condolences out to the family. I know several of them, and they're good people, as we like to say here in Wisconsin. Yeah. All right, the Panthers and the Silver Eagles. The Panthers in the orange and black, Monona Grove in their home whites, trimmed in light blue. I have a nephew that played for Oregon, but I don't like him anyways. The Panthers, not my nephew. He's an okay kid. Just okay. As the season wears on, we're going to have some guest announcers. I don't have the full schedule yet, but looking forward to February 2nd when the girls take on, where is it? The girls take on Monroe, the Cheesemakers here. My niece Andrea, who played here at Monona Grove back in the previous century, will be up in the booth with me. We've had her up here a couple times, and she's a hoot. If you haven't heard Andrea call a game with me, you got to make it to that one. She's great. And then I'm trying to get another friend of mine who's a former referee to join me for a couple of games, so that'll be fun. All right, we're just about ready for the national anthem. The teams are lining up, and I invite you to stand and sing along. kind of left us hanging there with the end of the anthem. Jeez, maybe they'll play it for the second half. All right, now player introductions. First for the visiting Panthers and Coach Chris Siebert. For Oregon. Number 4, 6'3" senior Matt Kissling at one forward. 6-foot guard junior Ben Stotts, number 5. Number 44, senior 6'5" Adam Yates. 23, 6'4" sophomore Brian Kearns. Excuse me, that's Ryan McCorkle, number 22, starting. And number 10, Ryan Panzer, 6'1" sophomore. So Victorson not in the starting lineup. See if I can catch him in uniform or not. That would be a huge loss if Victorson couldn't play tonight. Okay, for the Silver Eagles. Number 3, their leading scorer, 5'10" senior. Number 3, Lance Nelson. Number 4, 6'1" sophomore Jordan Hibner. 6-foot senior, number 2, Trey Loken. 6-foot senior, number 12, Jacob Munns. Players may appear larger when you get closer. And number 21, the big man in the middle, 6'5", junior Connor Bracken. Okay, so for the Silver Eagles, Loken, Nelson, Hibner, Munns, and Bracken for the Panthers in their bright orange. Those are bright uniforms. Kissling, Stotts, Panzer, McCorkle, and Yates. I assume Yates will jump center against Connor Bracken. And I'd be wrong. Kissling's going to jump it. Kissling, an outstanding football player. Just a heck of a linebacker. And Kissling wins it, taps it to his guard, Ben Stotts. And Stotts will bring it across. And the Panthers have first possession. There's a whistle. They get it to Panzer, and he stepped out of bounds with it. Nope, a foul called already. Yates called for his first foul. Seconds into the game, man. I mean, 9 seconds in, he's got a foul already. All right. Lance Nelson bringing it up. This is Loken in the left corner. Hibner looking inside. Bracken the turnaround. 2 for Bracken. Connor Bracken off to a good start. Hitting the first shot of the game for the Silver Eagles. Stotts trying to get it across against an MG press. Almost stolen there. Almost stolen there. And yes, Loken comes up with the ball for MG. Good defense. This is Munns on the left side. Looking into the free throw line to Hibner, taken away by Stotts. Now the MG defense will drop off. Monona in a 2-3. Oh, I take that back. They're in a man-to-man. Yates to Stotts up high. Kissling high left side. Over to McCorkle. McCorkle's a funny name, isn't it? Stotts, top of the key. Yates. They look inside for McCorkle. McCorkle turnaround for 2. Ties it 2-2. Nelson bringing it up. High left, right side is Loken. Up top to Munns. Back to Loken. The right elbow. Looking for somebody to pass to. Finds Nelson up top. Back to Trey. Munns. Inside to Hibner. Nice pass into Bracken, and Bracken for 2 more. Connor Bracken's got both the Silver Eagle baskets. 4-2 MG. Nice pass there by Hibner. Panzer gets it across to Yates. Yates will dribble himself, guarded by Bracken. This is Stotts. Down low on the right, try to drive into the lane, pulled up back. Panzer, back to Stotts. 3-second violation on Yates, MG ball. So a couple of turnovers here early help Silver Eagles. Let's see if they can take advantage of this one. Nelson bringing it across for the Silver Eagles. Panthers drop back into their 2-3 zone. Off the foot of Stotts. The ref didn't see it. He'll drive the lane. No, we'll kick it over to Panzer. Knocked out of bounds. MG ball. Panzer's just a junior, but he's having a really good year for him. Averaging 12 a game. He's just a sophomore. He's going to be a force next year. He's a force this year. Munz will take a seat. Who do we bring in? That's Kyle Nett. Excuse me, Lucas Tipton, not Nett. Kevin Nett was the name I meant, but rebound Bracken. Like I said, Bracken's got a lot of rebounds this year. Tipton into Hibner from the free throw line. Boom, baby, nice jump shot. Jordan Hibner for 2, 6-2. Silver Eagles with a nice lead, 15:05 to play in the first half. Now they put the press on again. Panzer gets it across into the corner to McCorkle, who dribbled towards the lane. Stotts, left side drive, lays it up. Can't get the basket, but draws a foul. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Lance Nelson picking up the first foul for the Silver Eagles. Ben Stotts, a 6-foot junior, not averaging a whole lot of points this year, but a chance for a couple here at the line. Good on that one. Owen Croak will come in for Loken, and a couple different Panthers will come in. Number 15, that's Brandon Kearns. There's 2 Kearns on the team. And number 11, Isaac Guard, appropriately plays the position guard. Rebound by Bracken. Stotts missing the second one. This is Lance Nelson, high right side, swings it around Tipton. Baseline drive, the pass over to Croak. He'll take it right to the hoop, lays it up and in. Owen Croak with a nice baseline move there. Makes it an 8-3 game. 14-30. We haven't seen Victorson yet, so I can only surmise that he's on the bench with an injury. Double team in the corner. Timeout called by the Panthers. Silver Eagles had 11. Isaac Guard hemmed in the corner. All they could do was call the timeout. Yeah, boy, if they were without Victorson, that's 18 points a game they're missing. We'll see if he makes an appearance later or if he's truly out for the game. Unfortunate for the Panthers, but a good thing for MG with 8-3 lead, 14:20 to play in the first half. Let's see, next week, what do we got for games? Well, after tonight, Friday night, the girls are down at Oregon. And then the boys travel to Beaver Dam High School on Saturday. We'll be back here on YouTube with a live game on the 16th when the Stoughton Vikings invade or try to invade. We'll hold back the Hordes. That's on the 16th, the boys versus Stoughton Vikings. And the girls go to Beaver Dam on the 17th. Then the girls, actually they're on the schedule twice, playing Beaver Dam the 17th and the 18th. How about that? All right, timeout is over. Silver Eagles already on the floor waiting for 5 Panthers. They go with Stotts, Panzer, Guard, Brandon Kearns, and Kissling. Stotts inbounding. Up top to Panzer. High right side, back to Stotts in the right corner. He'll try to drive, kick it back to Panzer up high. Swing it around to Kearns. We'll give it off to Kissling. Kissling, he'll try to drive. Nope, runs into the double team. Back to Panzer. Panzer trying to back in. Oh, and they throw it away. This is going to be an over and back. Yep. Good hustle there by MG to get after that one, but Panthers create a turnover themselves. They didn't need us. No, Kissling was going one way, and the ball got thrown by Panzer to the other direction, the other side. So MG will easily get one here and a chance to go up. They're already leading 8-3. Tipton to Croak. Back to Tipton. He'll take the 3. Miss. Rebound MG and the putback. No. I think that was Bracken with the putback. Now we go with Nelson for three. Lance's first basket of the night. I think that was his first shot too, so 11-3 we're up already. 13:30 to play in the first half. Stotts runs into a double team. They break the press, get it across, into the corner. This is guard for three. In and out. Rebound Nelson. MG down the floor in a hurry. Now Nelson will back up. Scott Tipton on the high left side. Croak, free throw line. Hibner, inside pass to pass. Oh my goodness. They get the basket and the foul. Tipton with the basket. Nice pass by Bracken to him, but there was three good passes leading up to that basket. And now Tipton will go to the line for a chance to make it a three-point play. Stats called for his first foul, second team foul. Who's this coming in here? 23. It's Bryce Kearns, a 6'4 sophomore. And Yates came back in. Tipton to the line. Lucas averaging 5 points a game. He's got two. There's number 3. And the three-point play makes it a 14-3 Monona Grove lead. Silver Eagles laying off the press a little bit here. Yates trying to get it across with Stotts' help. Now Stotts trying to dribble out of trouble. Gets it into Panzer. Right or left corner. There's Bryce Kearns. Up top, Stotts swinging around to guard. They loop it inside for Yates. Yates, nice move under the basket, but Bracken was all over him and got the rebound. Boy, these guys are shooting cold. Ooh, Nelson thought about the three. Croak. Owen's gotten a few more playing minutes lately, and he's looked pretty good. He made a nice shot earlier. They swing it around. This is Croak again. Left elbow. Nelson will drive to the left side of the lane, lays it up. Oh, just off the front of the rim. Rebound. Bracken missed it. The rebound by the Panthers. This is Panzer with it. Ryan Panzer, a 6'1 sophomore. 12 minutes to play, a 14-3 MG lead. Panzer into the lane. Little bumping action going on. Nothing doing. Croak with the rebound. He's on the run. Nelson up top to Croak. Between the circles, swing it right side to Nelson. Baseline is Bracken. Bracken to Nelson, to Tipton, to Croak. Into the Hibner from the free throw line. No. Bracken with another rebound. He'll kick it out to Hibner. He'll shoot this one again from 8 feet. No. Silver Eagles get another rebound. This is Hibner. And in the corner to Tipton. Back to Tipton. Up top to Lucas or to Lance Nelson. Croak left side. Tipton up top between the circles. Back to Croak. Thought about the three into the corner. This is Bracken. He won't shoot that one. Nope. We give it back to Croak. Oh, swatted back at him. Good defense there by Stotts, but Silver Eagles retain possession. Now Croak trying to drive on Stotts. Nothing doing. Stotts is a good defender. I am impressed already. Hibner to Tipton. No. Rebound. Who else? Bracken's going to pick up the loose ball. Give it to Nelson. Hibner for three. No. Nelson with the rebound. Boy, the Silver Eagles had about 8 shots on this possession. And they're all good looks at the basket. Now a timeout called by the Silver Eagles. Coach Z with 298 career victories. I have to look to see what his predecessors had. I'm not sure if either one of them hit 300, but it's kind of amazing. This school has been in place since 1955. That's 65 years. And they've had 3 basketball coaches, boys coaches. Girls, there's been a bunch, but boys, just 3 coach. Frank Levac, John Verhelst, and now Coach Dan Zwiefel. All right, I thought I saw Lucas Munz checking back in with 10:39 to play in the first half. It's a 14-3 MG lead. Silver Eagles putting some space between themselves and the Panthers already. Ryan McCorkle with the lone field goal. Ben Stotts has got a free throw. Other than that, it has been all MG. They come out of the timeout. Let's see, Kevin Nett in the game now. Trey Loken, Munz, Nelson, and Tipton. So not the tallest lineup, but a very athletic one. Kevin Nett, good jumper, 6 feet. They got to give Bracken a break. He's been doing a lot of work underneath those boards. Some subs in there for the Panthers. Gabe Pearson, number 20, in the game for him. This is Tipton, Loken to Nelson. He'll try to drive the right baseline. Bring it back to Loken, swinging around fast to Munns. Whoa, nice pass, and that is crisps. Loken, Munns, or excuse me, Nelson. Loken for three. Boom, baby. Trey hits his first three of the night. Silver Eagles up 17-3 with just over 10 minutes to play in the first half. Yates. Nice down low pass to Pearson. He ran underneath the basket a little too far. Can't get it to drop. Rebound net. Yates made a nice pass to Net, but Net took an extra dribble, I think, getting underneath the basket and was too far under to make a good shot at that one. They look inside for Net, and he can't find the handle. Pearson with the rebound. This is Yates to number 12, Corey Moore. He's in the game for the first time. This 11, Isaac Gard having it stolen away by Hibner, and Hibner can't get the basket but does draw the foul and get 2 shots. I think they're going to get Gard for his first foul. Yep. Just a second team foul or third team foul, they say. Yep, third team foul. And that'll send Lucas Tipton to the line where he's 1 for 1. Lucas on the season, 2 for 2. 2 for 2 tonight now, so perfect. 4 for 4 and another one coming up. Got to make your free throws, and Tipton is pretty good at it. Oh, he's not shot all that many. He's shot 5 now this year. Or this will be number 5 coming up. Missed that. Well, we got something going back the other way. Kevin Nett called for his first foul. Just a second Silver Eagle foul. So. Tipton will take a seat. Who did we bring in? Connor Bracken. Time to release the Bracken. This is Corey Moore with the ball. Between the circles. Guarded by Nelson. Nope, that was Loken, I'm sorry. Ooh, off balance shot. Picked up by Bracken. Munns down the floor in a hurry. Almost threw that one away. He was looking for Loken in the corner. But ball intercepted by the Panthers. Panzer stop and put up the 3. Nope. Rebound. Who else? Connor Bracken, and he's fouled. Boy, Oregon really struggling right now. And number 20, Gabe Pearson, his first foul, 4th team foul. So Munns and Nett will sit down. Who we got? Loken, Bracken. Let's see, 14, Kevin Nett. Nelson and Hibner. This is a good lineup too. Coach Z's got lots of combinations he can use this year. A lot of mid-sized guys with a lot of athletic ability. Nice pass inside to Owen Croak. Didn't see him sneak into the game. Swatted away there by Ryan McCork. A lot of bounds. It'll be MG ball. They put Bracken out there on the high post, and he makes some nice passes. That one just got swatted out of bounds. Now Pearson over seeking some medical attention. I think he may have lost a contact or something. He's looking at his eyes. They call a referee's timeout. 18-3 with 8:26 to play in the first half. The Silver Eagles jumping out to a healthy lead here. Let's hope they can keep this pressure up. They've just been playing some great defense and shooting the ball exceptionally well, but let's remember they're missing their leading scorer tonight. And I don't know of anything preventing Victorson from playing. I'm not aware of him being hurt at all. His games before Christmas, actually, he had 17 against Beaver Dam, 19 against McFarland, and 23 versus Edgewood. 23 is the season high for anybody on this team. He averaged just about 11 points a game last year, 3 rebounds, 2.5 assists. His second team all-conference. definitely a decent player, but they're going to need a little depth, especially if they're going to win or even challenge tonight. Right now, it's been all MG. Good game for the coach to get in some extra players if possible. I know at this point of the season, coaches are looking to give his starters some rest and get some experience for somebody else. You need that deep bench going into the playoffs. Since they went to the 18-minute halves rather than just 8-minute quarters, you need that extra player or two on your bench to have the depth, especially when you get to the playoffs when you're playing a couple games every week. Players start to fatigue a little bit, and a little depth never hurts. Okay, they're still looking at Pearson along the sideline. Let me see the Monona trainer's name. I should know this, but I don't remember, and I apologize to her. Ashley Smith, that's right. 18-3 with 6:26 to play, 8:26 to play in the first half. Holy cow, that's a lot of half yet. We're barely halfway through the first half. Well, another delay here. We had one before the game started when they were having an issue with the south basket. It seemed the hoop bracket needed some tightening. They've taken care of that, and now we've got this medical timeout for Pearson. It almost looks like they're trying to find his lost contact on the floor over here. I'm assuming all this. They're pointing at stuff on the floor, and guys are crawling around in front of their bench looking. And Pearson is definitely receiving attention to his eyes. Coming out of the timeout, the Silver Eagles. Let's see. See if I can get their lineup. They're all turn and face me. I can see their numbers. All right, they're done looking for the contact, I think. Nope, they're still glancing around. Okay, coming out of the timeout, we've got Loken, Nelson, Hibner, Bracken, and who's that other guy? Owen Croak. Croak listed at 6'1", but he looks bigger than that on the floor. I mean, not huge, not a big difference, but I bet you Pearson's holding his nose there. That's the issue. You have any blood at all, you're immediately off the floor. They don't waste any time. All right, Nelson bringing it up for the Silver Eagles as we're back underway. Loken, high right side, double team, needs some help. I don't know how he escaped that and didn't get called for traveling, but he did. Gets it to Croak. Now top of the key, this is Nelson. Try to drive left side, blocked. Give it back to Loken up top. Right side, this is Hibner. Runs off a screen, two screens. Stopped just inside the free throw line. Thought he might take that one. Bracken to Nelson up top. Nelson trying to drive the right side. Blocked, turnaround jumper. No. Rebound, Bracken. Who else? Nope, Croak. But he stepped out of bounds. Good hustle there, but just a bit out of bounds. So turns it over to the Panthers. They run into the MG pressure. Yates. Oh, that's over and back. Who's this number 12 guy? Oh, that's Corey Moore again. This is Yates up top to Panzer. Panzer running off a screen. Layup on the right side. Gets just their second field goal of the game there. More than 10 minutes into the game before they score their second basket. 18-5, MG is up. This is Croak, top of the key. Hibner for three. Oh! Rebound, McCorkle. How do you say McCorkle and not Grin? And then Farmer McCorkle walked down into town to sell his goods. Panzer out to McCorkle. Panzer will take the three from the left corner. No. Rebound. Who was that? Loken. Give it off to Nelson. Tries to force one up. Can't get it to drop, but he draws a foul and will go to the line. Or are they going to say it before the shot? They're going to say it was before the shot. Corey Moore called for his first foul. A couple subs coming in for the Silver Eagles. This is Will Schreiner. And who? Is this Tipton again? Yes, it is. They inbounded to Bracken. Little left-hander or right-hand shot, can't drop. Rebound stats for the Panthers. 18-5, 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. This is Panzer now between the circles. He'll try that drive that he made a basket for on a minute ago. Kearns missing, rebound. Bracken has got a ton of rebounds already. Nelson into the corner. Who is this? Croak with the ball. No, that was Schreiner trying to drive the baseline and going after the foul, or going after the ball. Knocked it out of bounds, so it'll be MG ball. They're waving MG over, so Lucas Munz will inbound it for us. Up top to Nelson. Into the lane, 8-footer, dropped it in. That hung on the rim for a second there and then fell in. 5 points for Lucas, 20-5. With 6 minutes to play in the first half. MG turning up the heat defensively now. Oh, that could have been a carry, and we're going to get a foul on Logan. Oh, on Nelson, excuse me. That'll be his second. Just the third team foul against MG. Now Bracken will take a rest, and Sean Doherty will come in. No, I'm not. It's Tipton coming back in. Croak in the game also? No. Panzer to Stotts in the left corner. Guarded by Munz. Now he lost him in the switch. Kearns fouled before he got into the lane. This is Brandon Kearns, the 6'5 sophomore. Not Bryce Kearns, the 6'4 sophomore. Schreiner called for his first foul. Now Stotts will inbound under his own basket. He better get rid of it soon. And he does. Yates at the center line. Panzer thought about the three. This is Kearns. Back to Panzer. Up top. They look inside for Yates. Yates, easy put in. Boy, they're on a 4-2 run now. It's 20-7, MG on top. This is Munz with the ball. Hands it off to Hibner. To Schreiner. To Tipton in the corner. They swing it back to Munz. Took a little stab move at the free throw line now. Step back. Stop and put up the three. Come on. Get down. Yates with the rebound. Just a little too much on it there for Lucas Munz. Or Jacob Munz. Munz looking for his first points of the night. This is Panzer looking inside for Yates. Yates picks up the loose ball and draws a foul. Nope, they're going to say just knocked out of bounds. Bracken back into the game. Schreiner will take a seat. Munz will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. 4:40 to play in the first half. A 20-7 MG lead. Munz to Bracken. Hibner all alone. Oh, can't release it quickly enough. They swing around left side Munz. There's Tipton at the elbow. Into the free throw line. Shoots it for two. Tipton with 6 points tonight. He's the Silver Eagle leader so far. That doesn't happen much. That was 23, Bryce Kearns going to the hoop and drawing the foul. Munz called for his first foul. 5th team foul for the Silver Eagles. Kearns first trip to the free throw line tonight. No points. He averages 6 a game. Looked good on that one. Croak will come in and Net will take a seat. Similarly, the Panthers making a substitution. That's Brandon Kearns. So both Kearns boys on the floor, 15 and 24. And Bryce Kearns makes them both. Now 22-9. Hibner drives the lane and got hammered. Somebody wound up and took a good crack at the ball and got a lot of Hibner on the way there. Which Kearns did they get there? 15. Brandon Kearns. And Hibner to the line. Jordan's first trip to the line. Oh, got that one to drop in. Subs for the Silver Eagles. Nelson will come in for Munns. So Croak, Bracken, Munns. Or excuse me, Croak, Bracken, Nelson, Hibner, and Tipton. Hibner makes them both. 24-9, MG up. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Stats and Panzer trying to get it across. Panzer does so. Hands off to Stotts though. Back to Panzer between the circles. Yates high on the left side. He'll drive the lane. Little scoop underneath. Miss. Rebound. Who else? Connor Bracken. Bracken averages 12 rebounds a game. He might be over that in the first half here. This is Hibner now. High on the left side. Goes right side to Bracken. Nelson gets the basket and the foul. Lance is so quick off the dribble. Beats his man. Now he's a chance for the three-point play. Stotts called for his second foul. He and Nelson are the only players in the game with more than one foul. Nelson to the line for the first time tonight. He's a 79% free throw shooter. Missing that one, but somebody was on the line. So it's going to go to, we're going to get a foul. Foul called on Owen Croak. His first, team 6. Lance with a rare miss. He's 26 out of 34 now. That's pretty good free throw shooting. Stotts and Panzer trying to get it across. They get it to Yates. Yates throws it into the feet of his teammate there, number 11. Who is that? He missed it. Isaac Gard missing the three-point shot. And the Silver Eagles come up with the ball. 3:10 to play in the half. Nelson walking across, guarded by Stotts. They'll give it to Croak. Croak trying to drive right side, or left side, can't stop, or can't make it. They swing around to Hibner, into the corner. This is Tipton, 10-footer. No, rebound Bracken, the putback, and the basket, and the foul. Connor Bracken. 6 points in the first half and a chance to add number 7 here. Panzer called for his first foul, the 8th foul on Oregon. Nelson will go take a seat. He's having a nice game. And Connor Bracken will shoot one. 28-9. Silver Eagles lead with 2:52 to play in the first half. Bracken completes the three-point play. So 7 points for Connor. Under 3 minutes to play now. They go into the corner to guard. Baseline pass. Lost. No. We got a foul on Tipton here. That was Bryce Kearns under the basket. Got double teamed. And Tipton just a little strong going after that ball, I'm going to say. .239 to play in the first half. A 29-9 MG lead. Oh, good, some Baby Shark. Let's see. They haven't put the foul up on the board yet. They may have just said that Hibner knocked it out of bounds. Nope, no foul. They're just going to give it to him out of bounds. So it's knocked out of bounds by MG, so it's Panther ball under their own basket. 2:39 to play. Is that Kissling inbounding? They loop it up top to Panzer. No, that was Yates. They give it back to Yates in the lane. Turnaround jumper? No. Rebound Bracken. Boy, Yates takes a shot and then stands there and watch it bounce around while Bracken is positioning himself to get the rebound. Hibner to Loken on the left side. Excuse me, that's Croak from the free throw line. Boom! Owen Croak, his second basket of the night. 31-9, 2:15 to play in the first half. Panzer gets it across to Kearns in the corner. Kearns cross court to Stotts. High left side, he'll dribble up between the circles and give it to Panzer. Panzer. They swing around the left side. Now they go inside for Yates. Yates gets the 2. Yates with 4 points. 4 of their 11, 31-11. Who'd have thought we'd be leading by 20 points at halftime against these guys? Minute 45 to play. This is Croak with the ball. Give it to Hibner in the right corner. Dribble out towards the high side. Now we go back towards the baseline, looking for somebody to pass it to. He finds Bracken up top. This is Loken. Left side. Now Tipton back to Trey on top. Look out, Trey. Guy coming in on you. This is Panzer. Trey will drive. Kick it over to. They swing it back to Trey up top. He'll dribble into the right side. Bracken in the lane. Almost lost it. Picks it up at the top of the key now. They give it back to Trey. We're under a minute to play in the first half. And a 20-point MG lead. Loken's content to dribble some time off the clock. This is Bracken. You better get rid of it soon. Although he's not being challenged now. There's Tipton. Tipton, give it back to Croak. High right side, 40 seconds left in the half. Silver Eagles playing for the last shot. Bracken draws a foul, and he'll get a chance for 1-and-1. Bryce Kearns his first. That'll set up a couple shots here, hopefully, for Connor Bracken. We've got Munns coming back in. Hibner will pull momentarily. Oregon subbing a few guys out. Connor Bracken to the line where he's 1 out of 1. Got Connor for 7 points already. Missing that one. Rebound Panthers. This is one of the Kearns boys' stats with the ball. He's going to dribble some time off. We're down to about 20 seconds. Stats just looking to dribble some time. He's not going to pass it if he doesn't have to. He'll hand off to Bryce Kearns. Back to Panzer. He'll drive the lane. He's not afraid to shoot. Over Bracken. Missed. Rebound. Munns. Munns down the floor in a hurry. Last second shot off the front of the rim. Silver Eagles go to the locker room with a 20-point lead, 31-11 over the Oregon Panthers. We'll be back with the second half of Silver Eagle basketball. I'm Steve Martinelli. This is Monona Community Media bringing you Silver Eagle Sports for our 111th year, it seems like. All right, we'll be back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Monona Grove High School as Monona Community Media brings you Silver Eagle basketball. I'm Steve Martinelli, and the Silver Eagle boys having their way with the Oregon Panthers tonight. MG jumping out to an 18-3 lead. They lead at halftime, 31-11. And it could be a lot worse. They had one possession where I think they missed 8 shots. So, yeah, MG really taking it to Oregon. Oregon without their leading scorer and team leader, Eric Victorson. Victorson averaging almost 18 points a game. Nowhere to be seen tonight. And they just don't have an answer for MG in their shooting. Silver Eagles controlling the paint. Connor Bracken is just a monster inside getting rebounds. Let's see, for scoring, let's run down. Well, let's do the Oregon side first because this will be fun. Their leading scorer is their center, 6'5", Adam Yates with 4 points. And then 2 points apiece for Bryce Kearns, McCorkle, Panzer, and a single point for Ben Stotts. That's not much, but it's 11 points, and that's what they've got. For the Silver Eagles, let's see. Trey Loken's got 3, 7 for Lance Nelson, 4 for Hibner, 6 for Tipton, 7 for Bracken, and 4 for Owen Croak. So between Croak and Bracken, they have as many points between those two guys as the entire other side of the court. The Panthers are just not scoring tonight. MG getting a lot of different guys into the act. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them so far scoring. I assume we'll see a few more in the second half. As we're ready to go, or just about ready to go. Aiden Look, a 5'9" junior, into the lineup. Started the second half along with Stats. C12 is Corey Moore. 14 is Donovan Johnson. Looks like they're putting out their JV squad already. For Matt Kissling, yeah, there's a few kids out here who haven't seen the floor yet tonight. And here they are starting the second half. We go against Bracken, Hibner, Munns, Nelson, and Loken. Silver Eagles appear to be dropping into a 2-3 zone now. They played a lot of zone trapping press and man-to-man in the first half. Foul, I believe, against Bracken. Kissling taking it to the hoop right away. Nope, Hibner called for his first foul, and that'll send Kissling to the line, shooting 2. Langs that one. Kissling, with my admittedly partial statistics, 5 out of 8 from the line so far this season. Misses his first one tonight. He didn't even get a chance to take many shots in the first half, if any. Missed them both, and we've got somebody over the line. So we get to shoot again. Nope, MG gets the inbound underneath the Oregon basket. Now we got a foul against number 3, Aiden Look. Where? There's a first on Look, as he's getting his first look at the floor tonight. Oh, I'm killing me. I'm the funniest guy. They inbound to Nelson now. He uses speed to blow by Pearson. Or no, that's Look, he gets past. Now runs into a triple team. Good ball movement. Boy, they swung that around. I thought that it was taken away. Nelson for 3. Gets the basket and the foul. Lance Nelson is money. Just like that, he's up to 10 points, and he'll go and a chance to make a 4-point play. That wasn't Lance either, was it? What are they calling? Evidently it was not. Oh, they count the basket. We got a foul after the basket. Foul on number 14, Donovan Johnson. So I thought Nelson would be shooting another one. All right. Look will bring it up. This is Look, or this is Kissling with the ball to Stotts. Foul away from the ball against MG. Trey Loken called for his first foul. Team's first foul of the half. Second foul, excuse me. Panthers inbounding. This is Kissling high on the left side. Over to Corey Moore to Stotts. Got more guards in there. I suppose they're going with a smaller, faster lineup in the second half, or just trying to get these guys some work in. This is Look to the free throw line. Tries to get it into. Oh, blocked by Bracken. Got it into Donovan Johnson, who's only an inch shorter than Bracken, but Bracken was all over that. Get it outside to Hibner. Top of the key, Lucas Munns. Jacob Munns, excuse me. I keep doing that. This is Hibner in the right corner, trying to go baseline now and draws a foul. This will go against Kissling. Kissling's first foul. Third team foul already. We're a minute and 16 seconds into the second half. 34-11. Up top to Loken. They clear out the lane, but he can't get in there. Give it to Hibner. Hibner working that right side. Give it to Loken. Hibner, give it back to Loken. The two of them are playing keep away from the rest of the team. Now they get it up top to Lance Nelson. Nelson guarded by Look. Good drive left side lane. Put up floater. No. Rebound Look. Down the floor in a hurry come the Panthers. Over to Corey Moore. Back to Kissling up top. He'll drive the lane. Stop. Pass it out to the left corner. Baseline drive. Stats now in the left corner. He'll take the 3. Long. Tipped. Out of bounds. They're going to say Bracken touched it last. It's Panther ball. 15:55, a 34-11 lead. Bracken called for his first foul. Number 24, Allman and Yates coming in. Ethan Ullman, a 6'1 junior. Yates thought about the three. Gonna give it a look. Lee Yates from the top of the key, missed it by a mile. Rebound Corey Moore. He'll dribble out to the right corner. Now they pass it in near the lane to Kissling. Turnaround jumper. Swirls that one in and down. First points of the night for Dan Kissling, 6'3 senior. And like I said, a heck of a linebacker. Great lineage too. His dad was some player. I saw him when I was in high school. Oh, that would have been after I was in high school. He was a good running back and linebacker. They swing it into Munns in the left corner, up to the high left side. This is Loken. Bracken wants to set a post for him, but he can't quite break free. Now Bracken gets the pass. Munns, top of the key. Over to Loken, 3 ball, no. Tipped. Rebound Yates. 14:55 to play, 23-point MG lead. Oh, and travel? Nope, we're going to get a foul. I thought they were going to get Corey Moore for walking with it, but I guess I can't complain too much. Hibner called for his second foul, so Hibner and Nelson each with 2 fouls. Not a problem. Subs coming in for the Silver Eagles. Tipton and who else? Nett came in. Kevin Nett and Lucas Tipton. Yates missing that one. Rebound, Tipton. Over and back called on Lance Nelson. He kind of ran parallel along the line, so I suppose he may have touched it. In any case, it is Panther ball. Yates inbounding to Aiden Look. This is Look with the ball working against Nelson. Did kind of a jump stop there. He didn't need to if he ran through that pick. He was open. Yates looking to pass the ball inside now. Tipped away by Hibner. Yates is being confounded by Hibner. This is Ullman to Yates. He'll try a 3. Missed that one. Through the legs of number 12, Corey Moore, and it's MG ball. All right. Take a break there while Look ties his shoes. MG turning up the heat a little bit on the press. Moore will sit down, and number 11, Isaac Gard, will come back in. So Coach Siebart going to his bench right away, and the Panthers throw it away. Last touch by MG, though. Owen Croak into the game for MG. They inbound to Look. He runs to the top of the key. Dribble between the circles, looking for Yates. Back to Look. They could have snapped that pass. He had a chance for a 3. Guard runs into all sorts of Silver Eagles near the free throw line. They give it a look and let him have a try. No such luck. Back to Ullman. Look right side. They loop it in Yates. Yates throws it off the hands of Guard. Picked up by Munns. The ball loose on the floor. Bodies all over the place. Loose ball now. Knocked out of bounds. Yes, they're going to say Oregon ball. Good hustle there by the Panthers. 34-13. Oregon calling the timeout on the loose ball. 34-13. Yikes. With 13:32 to play, the Silver Eagles should be able to coast and win this one, but let's hope they can turn up the heat and put a little more distance between themselves and the Panthers. 20-point halftime lead was nice. Heck, I was happy with 18-3. And then the Panthers went on a 2-possession run that made them play equal to Silver Eagles at that point. Tonight it's been all MG as they scored the first points and haven't looked back. Only 3 3-pointers for the Silver Eagles. Uncharacteristically low number. I think they had 9 in their last game. Oregon, on the other hand, with none. None. They inbound. This is guard. Guarded by Munns. Look now. Gates in the corner. Tries to muscle his way in. Nice little hook, but can't get it to drop. Rebound by Croak. Or was it? Yes, it was. I shouldn't guess myself. Munns to Tipton. Looking inside for net. Croak to net or to Loken in the corner. Up top to Munns. Swing it to Tipton. Into the other corner for Croak. He'll drive the baseline. Runs out of room. Gives it to Nelson. Nelson. Nice pass to Tipton. Air ball. Yikes. Rebound Nolan or Aiden Look. Kissling hard to the basket. Gets another one. Kissling with 4 points. This is a big game for Dan. Or Matt, excuse me. 34-15. 12 and a half minutes to play. Nelson into the corner to Munns. Right side. Little spin move. Give it to Tipton up top. Right corner or left corner. Croak. Nice give and go from net. Can't get it to drop. Gets the rebound though and draws a foul. Nope, going back the other way. They're going to say Croak was a fouler. Or are they? Nope. They're just going to say out of bounds. Munns will take a seat. And Schreiner will come in. All right, they're going to say MG had the ball, knocked the ball out of bounds. Boy, Ullman got all tied up there and lucky to get that pass off. Look now trying to drive. Right side. Lost the ball before he even got a shot off. Double dribble called against, who's that, 24, Ullman. Just under 12 minutes to play, a 36-15 MG lead. It's not pretty, but it's a win. We'll take this one if we can hang on. Loken to the hoop. He lays it up and in. 2 more for Trey. He's got 5 on the night. 38-15. Into Yates, top of the key. Looking for some help. Hands it off to Look. He'll try to drive left side. Put one up. Nick gets the basket and the foul. Look didn't even see the floor in the first half. He's spent a lot of time laying on it here in the second. Schreiner called for his second foul. We'll send Look to the line. Pearson into the game. Stats also in for the Panthers. Let's see. Look at the line is 2 out of 5 this season. This is his first trip tonight. Loken will come in for Lance Nelson. Nelson with 10 points, 10 points to lead the Silver Eagles. They don't need him to score a lot tonight, not against these guys. Look clangs that one. Kissling with the rebound. Ullman to Stats. Stats trying to drive, no. Found it blocked. Good job by Tipton, or excuse me, by Loken. Boy, net just took that rebound away from Gabe Pearson. A lot of air balls being thrown up by the Panthers. This is Tipton to net. To Croak to Loken. Back to Hibner. Croak again. And they throw it away. Nope, tipped out of bounds by the Panthers. It's MG ball. Neto will take a seat. At number 21, Connor Bracken will come back into the game. Bracken's had a good game. 7 points in the first half. don't need a lot out of him tonight. Boy, he has gotten a lot of rebounds, though. My goodness. He takes the inbound pass. Boy, he was skying for that one. He needed every inch. Net dribbling out of trouble. Oh, excuse me, that's Croak. Schreiner into the corner is Loken. He'll come up top and give it off to Tipton. He'll try to drive, dump it back, free throw line. Bracken can't get it, and the Panthers get the rebound. Look on the run. Over to Stotts, top of the key. Under 6 minutes to play. I'm reading upside down, 9:50. That's worse than dyslexia, isn't it? Kissling, nope. Rebound, Tipton. Down the floor in a hurry, this is Croak. Oh, we thought about the three for a second. He'll give it back to Loken. Trey Loken into the corner, Tipton. Croak, thought about the three again. You gotta take those. This is Tipton. Back to Bracken, back to Tipton. Bracken's got Pearson covering him, and they just don't match up size-wise. Bracken, much better jumper. Pearson's a strong player, it appears, but can't jump with Connor. Loken up top to Croak. Right side Schreiner, left side Schreiner. There they get it inside and kick it back out. Croak to Schreiner. Cross court to Loken. Silver Eagles can take their time. Loken to the net, to the hoop. Trey with two more. He's got 7 points, and it's 40-17. Yikes, 8:35 to play. Kissling to Stotts, right corner. Stotts in the lane and call for a double dribble. Another Panther turnover. I'm glad I'm not keeping track of turnovers. I'd be running out of space to put them in. All right, for the Silver Eagles. Nelson comes in, net. Who else did we get? We have Loken in here already. Hibner's in here. And who's that guy? Munns, Loken, Net, Hibner, and Nelson. And Nelson will bring it across, guarded by Stats. Munns, top of the key now. Go right side to Loken. Back up top to Nelson. Back to Trey. Hibner to Nelson. Working that right side. Loken baseline. Kick it out to Net for two. Nets his first basket. 42-17. Stats bring it up, 7:44 to play. Little floater there by, who is that, 24 Almond. His first points of the night. 42-19. Nelson looking for some help and called for a travel. His feet stopped before his body did. All right. This is McCorkle back in for the Panthers, and we got a timeout called. You know, you'd think that a game like this would be easy to coach when your team is doing everything right or everything wrong either side, but it's actually difficult to know what to do, how to have something happen so your team learns from the experience rather than just running us out there as an undisciplined scrimmage. 7:29 to play, a 23-point MG lead, 42-19. See, in the second half, we have outscored them 11-8. So not horrible in the second half, but certainly enough that Silver Eagles can take it easy. And this, by my figuring anyways, will be Coach Z's 299th victory. Let's see, that would hopefully put him in line. Put him in line to win Saturday at Beaver Dam. Hopefully pull that one off. But if they would lose that, they could play here against Stoughton on the 16th, and we could maybe see his 300th victory. That's assuming my estimates are right. Would be pretty sweet to see him get number 300 in front of the home crowd here. Okay, Panthers will inbound. Stats comes all the way back to take the inbound pass from McCorkle. MG with that press still. They're giving him a heck of a time. That has befuddled Oregon all night. They look inside for McCorkle. McCorkle hit the first basket of the game for him, and he hits this one too. So a lot of minutes have passed in the meantime. Loken right side against Ullman. Into the corner. Nelson back to Trey. High right side. Back to Nelson. He'll dribble in between the circles to the free throw line. Now try to drive on the right side lane. Lays it up and in. 12 for Lance now. Averaging 16, but I don't think we're going to see a lot more out of it. We got somebody coming off the bench here. Connor Bracken ready to come back in the game along with another Silver Eagle. Right side. That's Ullman. Now McCorkle high right side. It's under 6.5 to play. 44-21. Stotts. Alley-oop. Went the alley-oop with Kissling and threw it off his hands. So MG ball, 6:16 to play. Bracken and Tipton will come in. Bracken's got, by my figures, 7 points and way more than that in rebounds. Munns to Tipton, into the corner. This is Hibner, back up top to Nelson. Into the corner. Hibner to Nelson. Hibner in the corner, guarded by Kissling. Up top to Tipton, Munns. Munns will drive the lane, finger roll. First 2 points of the night for Jacob Munns. He's averaging 9. We don't need him to score 9 tonight, but nice to see him get in the book. 46-21. Back to a 25-point lead with 5.5 minutes to play. Stotts to the top of the key. Pull back now. No, try it again. Nothing doing. We give it off to Ullman. They're swinging around. High right side, up top. This is Kissling. Now they do an alley-oop to McCorkle. McCorkle gets hammered. I think this is going against Hibner. Yep. Hibner's third foul. He's the only player in the game with 3 fouls. That'll send McCorkle to the line. Mr. McCorkle was a happy man. He used to sing every day on his way to work. Sounds like the start of a children's book. Mr. McCorkle. Owen Croak will come in and Tipton will take a seat. Second shot coming up from McCorkle. In the first half, the Panthers were 3 out of 4 shooting free throws. They haven't made one here in the second half. They're 3 out of 10 now. They missed 6 straight here in the second half. MG 5 out of 8, not great in the first half. Certainly adequate, especially when you've got a big 20-point lead. Croak trying to back his way in. Up top, the Munns, he'll drive and pass off to Croak, and the ball lost out of bounds. It'll go to the Panthers. 46-21 with 4:56 to play. Look will give it to Ullman. Back to Look. Neither one of them wants the ball. They don't want to dribble against this MG press. Look will do the honors, though. This is McCorkle down into the corner. Partially blocked. That was 12. Corey Moore missing that one. Now Bracken on the fast break. Puts up the 6-footer. No miss, and we got a foul. Connor will go to the line and shoot a couple. Kissling called for a second foul. Connor Bracken. 7 points in the first half. Still looking for his second half points. A couple chances to shoot free throws here. Oh, playing that one off the front. Who's this guy coming in? Number 30, Ben Schaefer, 6'1" senior for the Panthers. Bracken sinks that one. He 8 points for the game. He averages 7, so we're happy with him getting 8. Especially with those rebounds, man. Look, trying to get it across. Gets it to McCorkle. He'll try to drive the lane. Right side, no. Almost had the rebound, though, and they're going to call a foul on Bracken, I think. Yep, second foul on Connor. That'll send McCorkle to the line. Shooting the bonus. Hey, made one. 5 points for Ryan McCorkle. He, I believe, is their leading scorer now. Bracken will come out, and who we got coming in? 15, Henry Walsh, his first appearance of the game. McCorkle makes them both 6 points for the 6'3" junior. 47-23. The lead cut to 24. I'm starting to get nervous. Silver Eagles with the ball. This is Croak between the circles. Off to Munns. Into the right corner. Schreiner back to Munns. Go back a little, give himself a little room now, try to work in. Nope, he's going to come back again. Looking inside. The ball slapped away by Walsh. And a travel called on number 22, Ryan McCorkle. Boy, they are a different team without Victorson. Munns will take a seat. And Kevin Let's see. So we got Nelson, Croak, Schreiner. Oh, Schrockenthaler. I haven't seen him yet tonight. He's making his first appearance. Panthers come up with the loose ball. This is Look. Look's a hustler. He hasn't done much for him tonight, though. Of course, nobody on the team has done much. Let's not pick on any individual players. They're having a miserable time against the Silver Eagles. Steal there. Nelson in for the layup. Strong Schrock with the rebound. Tears it down and gets fouled. Brandon Schrockenthaler, a strong player. Sean Doherty coming into the game at number 11, Cameron Benke. 11 and 22. Let's root for those guys. They haven't scored many points this season. Let's see. Yeah, Cam hasn't scored any. Doherty's only scored a few. And number 21 in, Ryan Shute for the Panthers. All right. So we've got Benke, Doherty, Schrockenthaler, Schreiner's out there. Who's the fifth one? Is that Tipton, I think? Nope, that's 15, Henry Walsh. So the bench has been cleared for the Silver Eagles tonight. The entire roster making it into the game. 3:23 to play. Let's see if we can get some points for some of these guys. They inbound it to Walsh. Gives it to Schreiner. Back to Benke. Doherty into the lane. Miss. Oh, so close. 24, Ethan Ullman bringing it up for Panthers. 3 ball for the Oregon squad. Missed, tipped, recovered by Doherty. Benke down the floor in a hurry. To Schreiner. Back to Cam Benke. Schreiner in the left corner. Try to drive baseline. Schrock now, high left side. Right side pass to Benke. Into Doherty. Doherty to Schrock. Backing into the basket. Nothing doing there. Rebound by 12. Corey Moore. 2.5 minutes to play. Good defense there by Doherty. Layup by McCorkle. 47-25. Silver Eagles been in control of this one the entire game. This is Doherty with the ball. Looking to pass it inside, tipped away. Looking for Schrock and couldn't get it to him. Ullman comes up with the ball for the Panthers. 2 minutes to play. Basically a varsity reserve game out there now, but still, you want to see some of our guys score some points. 3 ball, nope. Rebound Benke. Benke listed in the program at 5'8". think that's more of a joke than anything else. He seems to be a solid 6 foot tall. Banky will take the three. Oh, tipped. Out of bounds. It's going to go to the Panthers. Boy, I was rooting for Cam on that one. Minute 31 to play. 47-25 MG lead. They led by as much as 25 throughout the second half. Kind of elementary now. Oh, there's Schaefer. Yes, Ben Schaefer. Taken away by the Silver Eagles. Banky off balance shot. Schrock with the putback. Count it. 2 for the big man. 6'4" junior with his first basket of the night. 49-24. 1 minute to play. All right, come on. Doherty and Banky. Let's move on some hoops for these guys. Schaefer up top. Tries to drive the lane. From the corner. Good. Little celebration there by number 21, Ryan Schutte. 40 seconds to play. This is Banky. Little fancy dribbling there, Cam. Schreiner driving right, left side. 2 for Will Schreiner. All right. Doherty, Walsh, and Banky need points. 51-28. They go inside. Saved by going out of bounds by McCorkle. Schaefer to Kissling. What's Kissling doing back in the game? Oh, they're gonna get who is it? 23. Schreiner for the foul. Nope, Schrockenthaler called for the first foul. McCorkle to the line where he's 2 out of 4. We've got 10 seconds left, so I don't think those 3 guys are going to all score points for us. Banky, Walsh, and Doherty, the only ones who haven't put in anything tonight. Still, you need those guys on the end of the bench. McCorkle misses them both. Rebound by Schreiner. Schreiner will dribble it out. And that'll do it. 51-23. A very impressive Silver Eagle victory. They outscore the Panthers by a big number in both halves, coasting to an easy 28-point win, giving Coach Z his 299th career victory. Number 300 coming up, Dan. We're all rooting for you. This has been a Monona Grove Creative Video Monona Grove Community Media production. I'm Steve Martinelli, and you think I'd learn this after a few years. Oh well. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back here, as I said, let's see, on the 16th when the boys take on Stoughton High School. If they don't win before then, that'll be the chance for Coach Z to win his 300th game. Thank you so much for watching. Turn on WVMO and listen to some good music now. Thanks and good night.